If you're nearby, come to the microphone right now. Brother Miguel Lorne, are you here? Come on, keep the applause going. Come on, clap him, man. Are you here, Miguel? Come and bring greetings. Indeed, at this time, so shouting to the podium, to the microphone, attorney at law, Miguel Lorne. Give God a shout out. We welcome you to Buff Bay, sir. This is Buff Bay, Portland, Jamaica. In case you don't know where you're at, this is where we defended the thing. Yeah, right on the banks of the Spanish River. I read an old historical document that I found in my deceased father's office that says that right on the banks of the Spanish River, just down the road there, the British had to sit with Kojo and sign a treaty. People don't know that.
You mean Kojo from?
Yes, the same Kojo that you and I know.
Kojo from Maroon, from Akompong.
Yes, sir.
So the treaty was signed over here?
So I read in a thing written by some people, sir. Yes. Can you imagine?
Yes,
Buff Bay Big.
Yes,
and Big Buff Bay welcomes you, sir.
I'm honored.
Yes, indeed. God bless you.
Thank you. Right, the brother is saying that the treaty was signed over in this part here. In talking about peace, and as we try to find solution to the problems in Jamaica, and I know this concerns every single one of us. Most of us are parents, most of us are fathers, most of us are mothers. What I've been noticing, whenever I go to the family courts in Jamaica, the majority of the cases before the courts have to do with some form of sexuality. Over 50% in almost all the courts. Family court now, family court. The family court that deals with matters, the juveniles. And most of the cases, in some instances it's rape, some instances you're having sex with a girl who's under 16. In some instances the girl is pregnant and so on. Because if the young girl is pregnant and she goes to the hospital to register, and when she gives her age, they insist on asking her who is the father of the child. And in most instances she doesn't want to call the young man name. But then the hospital staff calls the police, and the police insists that she must tell the name. And shortly after, the young man is arrested. Despite the fact that she tells them she consented, she went to his home, the young man gets arrested and all sorts of problems occur. I say this because, and what I find, some of the mothers of the young man is blaming the girl. Very few mothers blame their sons. I'm saying this because some of the problems, if we face up to it and start to solve them at the young age, start to solve them in the infancy, then they won't grow into the big problems of gunman, murder, scamming, and all sorts of things. So we as parents, your child is coming home 10 o'clock at night. Where you coming from? Football. It's about no football match, no Manning Cup match, not the Costa Cup match now play 10 o'clock at night. And you follow it up. Sometimes when I'm representing youths, and I say to the parents, bring the last 3 school reports for me so that I can present it to the judge. Sometimes when they bring the reports, I can't dare present that to the judge. Because what is on the report? Teachers write, disruptive in class, does no work, absent most of the time. That is what is there. So you see the build-up. So the day when he's charged for having a gun in school is not an accident. Because if the parents and the teachers had nipped it in its bud from first form and insist that that child must be in class when he comes to school, he wouldn't reach the stage that the day when he comes with his bag and the security guard sees him put the bag in a tree, and when the guard go and check the bag, not even an exercise book is in the bag, but a gun is in the bag. These are the problems that we face. Each parent, you must have a mobile number for at least one of the teachers that teach your children. So you can call the teacher. Have you seen Johnny today? Did Johnny turn up today? Was Mary in school today? These seem like simple things, but you would be nipping the problem in the bud, because you're going to be shocked when you hear they say, no, we haven't seen Johnny from morning. And that's where some of the problems start. The other day, all the way over in Christiana, and some boys were before the court. And when the judge heard the guidance counselor and the deputy principal speak of the 3 youths, the judge says, all right, hold it. Let me send for the parents. And when the first mother came, she had on a dress that, brothers and sisters, it couldn't get no shorter. She had on a blouse that couldn't come no higher. And of course she totally bleached. And the hair was the Brazilian hair. So when the judge saw her, she was apologizing to the judge and said, Judge, I'm sorry to come to court dressed like this, but I was in the town shopping when they called me to come to court. The judge said, but you should not be dressing like that at any time at all. Much less you didn't have time to go home now to change, to come. So right away, the judge could understand why the child behaved like that. Because with a mother who is coming, I'm telling you, she didn't leave much to be desired. That is the type of example that this youth is seen at home. Then he goes to school and the principal speaks to him. The matter concerned a cell phone, and the principal said, you are not to have a cell phone on the compound. And he feels he must have his cell phone, not to make calls, but to go on the internet and to show the other students all sorts of things. So brothers and sisters, it's not enough for me to come and say, put down the gun, stop the scamming, and so on. That doesn't work. What we want is to start with some of the simple problems. Know your child. Take that school report seriously. Go and talk to the teacher. Attend the parent-teachers meeting. We can't keep saying we don't have time. It is vital. Relate to the teacher so that when your daughter gets pregnant, you don't have to box her down. You would see it coming and be able to say to her, I don't like such and such a movements. case recently with a young man. And the judge gave him 6 months. He had other problems. And the judge begged him, the young man, don't come back here. The young man came out this Saturday. His mother came to me. I said, when he comes out, tell Biggie to come by me. I must find something for him to do. If it's him to rake the yard, run to the back of my office, tell him to come. 1 week passed, I don't see him nor the mother. Last week the mother came to me. Biggie's dead. He tried to rob the ex-soldier in half a tree and was shot and killed. What more can the judge do? What more can we all do? And the other co-confederate that he was charged with, and the judge put that one on probation, 3 years probation. Well, his mother came and told me that he committed the same act and he's now serving a sentence. The judge gave him 12 months this time, the other one. And the mother is saying to me, she wished if the judge had given him 4 years. Because at least during those 4 years, more than likely he will be alive. But if he comes out, he's going to do the same thing, and this time he might be dead. We're talking 16-year-old youths, you know. This is a mother talking like that, you know. In a society where no hope, that the mother is saying, instead of the judge giving him 1 year, she should have given him 4 years. We can't have a society like that. Because if our youths have no hope, if they don't value their lives, they ain't gonna value your life. They ain't gonna value their brother's life. They ain't gonna value their sister. So when they call her, come here girl, and she don't come, you want to box her down, kick her down, and all of that. These problems can be solved. A thing that I've always said is every human being, especially man, but every child that graduates should witness the birth of a child. We all here need to witness the birth of a child. If it is your queen, you need to be in that theater and watch that life comes out. And when you see all the grime and the slime and all of that that comes out, and in the midst of that you see life, you will appreciate it more. You will understand how you come, and you will think twice about killing your brother at the gambling table over $1. We need to value that. When you see all that slime, and you say to yourself, boy, that slime never touched my pants, I'm going to wash from now till next year. But we want to appreciate that life, and build and nurture that life, and care for that life. And then gradually, we will realize. So my brothers and sisters, let's start. I watched the little drummers here tonight, and I was so impressed. So impressed. And some of them might have gone, but let's give them a big round of applause again. So impressed. You know, and they're on the right path. But let's start with the children. Gradually. Spot the problem, don't ignore it, conquer it, solve it, and I guarantee you, you won't be dealing with the bigger problems later on. Give thanks, my brothers and sisters. Give thanks. And I will forever praise the name of the Most High. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Jah Rastafari. Haile Selassie, now and forevermore. Give thanks.
Attorney at law, Miguel Lorne. Give him a big